Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now time for the end of the month report from our host with Shenanigans statements of the Statesman. And now here is the Statesman of Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 1579 of the show. This is the final day of July. So I want to give my final thoughts of July 2024 as we go about the 10th edition of Shenanigans Statements of the Statesman. So, because I am the Elder Statesman of the Rant and Rave podcast, I'm also the Elder Statesman of my own personal channel. So, July 2024. Well, I think this is the first July ever I missed out on the fireworks because I had Rant and Rave later that night, and plus I wasn't so sure if it was going to rain or all that good stuff. But I did not miss out on the Whalen City Festival. I went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Had a great time. The funny part about it is you never know who you're going to run into. Or people don't know if they're going to run into me. Because especially on my friends, they know, now, they know about, I have a YouTube channel. But little did I know I would run into somebody who would recognize you from there, and they say, hey, we watch your videos. Now, here's the funny part. One of the young kids came up to me, and, he was wearing the Whalen City Festival. He was a volunteer for the Whalen City Festival, which is nowadays, hey, it's good that kids are raised properly, that to go out, work hard, learn hard work, learn respect for others. I think that was pretty cool. Because he goes, are you? I was watching the wrestling, right? I was watching wrestling, New England Lately. Kid comes up to me. Hey, aren't you Eric Lima? I said, yeah, I am. Oh, I watch your videos all the time. Cool. Hey, nice job. Come to find out, his name is Connor, and he's the son of the Whalen City Festival president that runs the festival, Mr. Mike Sylvia. And I was like, yeah, I watch your videos. Great, So Connor, shout out to you, my young man. Behave for your parents, work hard, do well. All right, do well in school when school comes around this September. And yeah, it's really cool when people recognize you, young and old. When they recognize you, and for your work on your YouTube, it's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. Makes you want to do more videos and all. And yeah, so yeah, the Whalen City Festival was great. Enjoy. If you saw some of my videos on it, as you know, it was a pretty good video. I'm hoping to go to the Portuguese Feast this year, this weekend, but the weather does not look very promising for it, and I still have yet to get my brake pads need to be fixed because, oh man, when you try to stop the car on the brakes, you hear that grinding sound. It's like when you're grinding wheat or something like that with a big concrete wheel. Or you're dragging, if you're dragging a metal baseball bat along the sidewalk or something like that, that's what it sounds like. But still, the brakes still work. That's good, but I got to be very, very careful. So, I got to be careful. I've been thankful going back to work every single day. I am hoping that I don't have to do much. You know what I mean? It's been a crazy deal. It's been a crazy deal. But you get your car fixed up and all of a sudden something else is wrong. It's like But other than that, though, the car's running fine. Everything's doing good. I feel chill. Up to inspection. Up to par. Got a new sticker. Praise God. All that good stuff. So I'm kind of still hoping to go to the Portuguese Feast this year. But the weather does not look very promising. A lot of thunderstorms in the weekend. But then again, they all think, thunderstorms going to happen. Then sometimes they're 40% accurate. It's more like the weather, the meteorologist prediction of the weather, more like 60-40. It's more like 60-40. I was going to go 50-50, but more like 60-40 as far as accuracy is concerned. you know. But that's no big deal, you know. I did go through a little bit of, you know, a little bit of trolling, because people seem that there's people out there that cannot let go of a few things. Gotta let them go, move on, but they don't want to move on. They want to talk about this and everything else, and you know, I got a little upset. I got out of line. Everybody knows that deal. I know, you know, just a little bit of, you know, the Red Sox, they did pretty, Red Sox struggling a little bit, but they made some trades, you know, no big name players or anything like that. Made certain trades. We brought back an old friend, though. James Paxton is coming back to the Red Sox, but they did let go. They did designate Reese McGuire for assignment, and I think what Cal Quantrill, what he said to Reese McGuire, I think that kind of set him off. I think the Red Sox were kind of concerned about that because of his past and everything else, why he was with the Blue Jays. So, if you don't know, look at Reese McGuire Blue Jays incident. You know, so Danny Jansen, who's come from the Blue Jays to the Red Sox, so this is going to be an interesting situation. There's a game coming up against the Blue Jays. It was suspended in the second inning because it rained. And they're going to resume it now. Danny Jansen was playing for the Blue Jays at the time. I forget which game that was, what date that was in that game. And also, it will resume August the 26th. So, if Alex Cora decided to start Danny Jansen in that game, Danny Jansen would be the first major league player to play for two teams in one game, which ought to be interesting. It's like one of those neighborhood baseball things. You know, you're like a steady DH. You know, there's sometimes you want to be the steady DH. Like, okay, about 2-on-2. There's 5 people. You know, 5 kids are like 2-on-2. I'll DH for both teams. That's what it's. It's like one of those neighborhood baseball game rules. You know, I'll be the steady DH. We had one of those steady DHs. You know, I'll hit for both teams. I don't want to feel I suck. You know. So there's that. Did I cut my lip or something? I feel like I did. I don't know, blood, so that's good. I want to talk a little bit about the opening ceremonies for the Olympics in Paris this year. I'm not going to go into the whole detail what happened. It was the most controversial. I didn't watch it, but I've been reading comments about it, posts about it, and everything else. Now, here's my take on the whole thing. All right, as Christian, we all know it's wrong. We all know but it didn't. Why doesn't it bother me? Because nothing new under the sun. All the stuff was going to happen, and everything else in between. All right. It doesn't bother me because we all, you know, it doesn't surprise me that people want to be like that nowadays. But here's my take on it. Again, here's another take on it. Why can't Olympic ceremonies be simple? Think about it. You know, why would spend all this money to go out and do some pizzazz, razzmatazz, putting things on that doesn't have to do with the Olympics? You know, the Olympics are it's a sacred sport thing. You know, invented by the Greeks. Of course, you know, it's all about sports and competition. And sportsmanship, respect. I mean, I can understand we're living in different times. I get it. But, you know, it's like, why can't, you know, ceremonies be simple? Have people running the torch and lighting the Olympic torch. You know what I would do? You know how it could be a simple ceremony, like a welcoming ceremony and opening ceremony and all that? Instead of doing all this razzmatazz, you know, bringing out stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympics. You know what I would do? Let's just say, okay, people want to say, hey, okay, hotshot, if you're in charge of the Olympic ceremonies and you are in charge of it, opening ceremonies, how would you go about it, Eric? You know, Sometimes I say I'm glad you asked. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, let's say the city of Boston is chosen for the Olympics. Hypothetically speaking, let's not, let's put a scenario, or in your chosen city, okay? How would you go about it? Me? Now, I don't think New Bedford will be the ideal city for the Olympics because it'll be a whole lot worse, you know what I mean? Given the New Bedford's history, recent history. Let's dive into this, okay? For just a second. It's not like Andrew Hawking all of a sudden. Happy birthday, Andrew, by the way. Holy mackerel. Yeah. We're in trouble. I'm in trouble. Let's just say Boston is going to host the Olympics. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, like down the road, 2028. I don't know. I prefer the Summer Olympics, okay? The reason I don't watch the Olympics that much anymore, I'm not interested in the Olympics because, they kicked out one of my favorite sports, baseball. Now they turned it into World Baseball Classic. So, and softball too. I used to remember the Team USA women's softball team with Jenny Finch. I had a bit of a crush on Lovey Ann Jung. And Jenny Finch was cute too. Those are my two favorite ladies from the USA softball team. Was it back, 2004? 2000? I forget. It was in the early 2000s. I know I have a bit of a crush on Lovey Ann Jung. I thought she was super cute. But anywho, back to what I'm trying to say here. You know what I would do? All the athletes come from all over the world, each country represented. I would give them like 2 or 3 duck boats. If you have all the money, let's say the city of Boston has all the money in the world. Is it okay? How we has plenty of money to deal with. How are they going to go about it? Okay, we got. It's like if you're the mayor of Boston or you're the governor of Massachusetts. Okay, we got plenty of money. Instead of doing all this, spending it on this razzmatazz presentation. All the, the razzmatazz, all the woo bells and whistles and all that. Keep it simple. I would keep it simple. Try to make the athletes feel a little bit more welcome. A little bit more humble. You don't have to go all out and do all the dancing and the singing and all that good stuff. Although it's fun, and then you end up bringing out stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympic sports or anything like that. What I would do. You want to make the Olympic athletes feel like champions. So, I figured, bring the duck boats. 3 duck boats for each country represented. That'd be a lot of money to spend. You think about it, and if they have a high school marching band from their country come down and play their national anthem, play right in front of them, while the duck boats. Put the athletes on the duck boats. You think about it, and have everybody like a regular Olympic parade. And have people carrying the Olympic torch and passing it on at the parade until they come to the end of the parade, like Copley Square or something like that, or the hall, or like Faneuil Hall, something like that. And there's a big Olympic torch, and have the last person light it up. And then have the mayor come out or the governor of Massachusetts come out and say, "Welcome to Boston, to all you athletes from all over the world," and in fact, take some downtime a little bit, excuse me, have some downtime, invite them to a Red Sox game, watch the Red Sox play, or, and throughout the first pitch at Fenway Park, take in the ambiance, of sportsmanship, and just, the history of sports in Boston is very, very rich, because, listen, the Celtics has recently won a championship. I figured make it simple. Make these Olympic ceremonies simple. Save the money. Save your money. Don't do all this razzmatazz, pizzazz type of presentation with stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympics, and just keep it simple. And just keep it simple. Had you done that without bringing all the controversial stuff into this, then I think, you would get ratings for the Olympics. I don't think the whole razzmatazz, pizzazz type of presentation for the opening ceremonies for the Olympics is kind of necessary. I don't think that should be necessary at all. Just a little simplicity. Welcome the athletes in. Like I say, this is what I would do. give, whatever country's competing in the Summer Olympics and like that, well, give them like two or three duck boats at least, all for all the athletes, for the athletes, or some of them, if they want to walk and high five fans and and say, make feel welcome, they can do that. Have like a high school, have like a high school marching band from their country. I don't know if they have high schools in other countries or marching bands. They should have one like to play their national anthem in front of them, and then the marching bands could go off to the side and have the duck boats. The duck boats can go in the water. Make them, hey, climb into I would do a duck boat parade for the Olympics. Man, Olympic duck boat parades. That'd be a lot of fun. And it would say, hey, these are the same duck boats that were written. I forget when they did the duck boats. Started doing it. I think it was 2004 for the Red Sox. And that was the first time I think the duck boats were out. I don't think they did it for the Patriots. I gotta look that up. Let me look that up for just a second, because I think oh wait, and oh. So, okay. When... Oh, come on. No, I don't... No. Give me a second here, folks. Boston. Well, they started... Now, the Duck Tour started rolling in October of 1994. So... October of 94. That means it's 30 years ago the duck boats started. Did the let's see. They did the first duck. All right, the first rolling rally for the Patriots when they first won the Super Bowl. So. The duck boats had started in 2002 when the Patriots won their Super Bowl, so it's been a tradition for years. I had to make sure. I was hoping I was going to make sure I was right. Then it started with the Patriots in 2002, over 22 years ago, when they first won the Super Bowl, and that's when everything else happened. But the duck boats in Boston started in October '94. What I'm trying to get at is, forget all the flashy, pizzazzy dance numbers, concerts, and all that, for the Olympic, just keep it simple. Get it like a special parade, have somebody hold a sign, this is the country, and then have athletes, why don't like old school? I'm an old school kind of guy, and I understand that y'all, we live in, newer times and all that, but just keep it simple, guys. I mean, you don't have to spend all this money to get all this presentation done. Just get the athletes here. Have a special parade, have people running the Olympic torch, and then light it up. Make everybody feel welcome. It doesn't matter. Make everyone feel welcome. When I say everyone, I mean everyone. You get athletes. Have like a marching band. I would, if it was in Boston, if the Olympics were in Boston, I would suggest giving these athletes the duck boat treatment. Put them on the duck boats and just, if they want to walk, or they want to experience the duck boats. And, listen, that the championship duck boat parades have been popular here in Boston. Obviously, over 1 million people go, to these duck boat parades. I mean, the Celtics just recently had one. I say, keep it simple like that. I think every state in every country should have duck boats for parades, man. Give them all duck boats. Keep it simple, man. You don't have to do all this razzmatazz presentation in the Olympics. Next Olympics, give the people duck boats. Have a parade, and all that. You don't have to worry about giving presentation and having involving stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympics. We want the Olympic athletes to feel welcome instead of, and the best way to do it, let's give them an experience. Give them a parade-like experience, saying welcome to America or welcome to this country, welcome to that country. They say, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, you know me? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All that. I'd be like, hey, here you go. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Hey, brother, what's going on? Oh, I like your shirt, man. Pretty cool. Hey, look at that, Just keep it simple, guys. To the Olympic Committee, next time you want to do an opening ceremony, keep it simple. That will be less backlash, less controversy, and you're good. You know what I mean? I say just keep it simple. That's what I would do. I just keep it with simplicity, Be nice, That way you don't have to worry about judging anybody and getting upset with anybody. Hey, that's my take on the Paris, Olympics opening ceremony. Just basically they should have kept it simple next time. They don't have to go all out and do this razzmatazz, pizzazz type of thing and then have stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympics, like and people get appalled and offended and all that good stuff. I say just keep it simple and then have somebody in charge of the country, like a president or something like that, or a prime minister, say, hey, welcome to this country, this is what we do, and give a special presentation. That type, a gift to each, each delegate or something like that, each, for athletes and all that good stuff, and just like a free dinner at a restaurant of their choice or something like that, just to be, kind and nice at least, just, show them, give them a little bit of hospitality, I did all Boston hospitality, and then we'll joke around. Don't wear Yankee shirts, whatever you do. Oh, you mean New York Yankees? Go Yankees! I saw, get them out. No, just playing around with them. No. Now, like if it's in Olympics in Boston, I say, hey, let's go to a Red Sox game. Hey, this is Fenway Park. This is the Green Monster. It's a very big green monster. I can see the Japanese athletes go, Godzilla! No, that's not Godzilla. That's not Godzilla. Big, I say, and then invite some of the Red Sox players to meet him and greet him, like Big Papi, Hall of Famer now, Big Papi. So, yeah. So, that's what I would do for the Olympic ceremonies, opening ceremonies. Keep it simple. Closing ceremonies. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, please. So, so if the Olympic opening ceremonies in Paris was bad, I'm afraid of what they're going to have to do with the closing ceremonies. They should do a simple goodbye. Thank you for coming. Have it would be great to see athletes just interact with each other and say, hey, let's be friends. I'll friend you on Facebook or something like that, and just and exchange shaking hands and good competition. You're a great competitor and all, and just hey, we'll see you down the road. We'll see you on the line, Hey, and then, have friends joke around. Hey, I'll beat you in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 when the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection comes out. I'm going to beat you in that game. I'm going to beat you and all that. All that. Just have a little fun, So, yeah. So that's my take on the Olympic ceremonies, beginning ceremonies and all that. I didn't watch the Olympics. I had no interest in it. That's okay. Well, I say just keep it simple. You should have kept it simple instead of you spending all this money to all this razzmatazz and have stuff that has nothing to do with the Olympics. I mean, why you do that? Why did the French do that? I don't know. They don't realize it. I heard they apologized for it, but I really don't know. So, yeah, just like I said, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You don't have to go all razzmatazzy and all that. It's like if I want to go to a wedding or something like that, I'm not going to wear something like some zoot suit that looks like it's been in like a silver suit or anything like that. Hey, look at me, I'm silver, I'm gold, and razzmatazzy and all that. People are going to look at you and goes, you look like a cartoon character, I don't want to go out looking like a cartoon character. You know what I mean? I love old school cartoons back in the day and all that. I'm not going to dress like, like, I'm not going to wear one of those zoot suits, you know. I don't want to look good in a zoot suit. I don't know. Zoot suit, riot. Roll back a bottle of beer. Remember that song? Anyways. Yeah, you're like, I want to keep it simple. You know, wear a nice shirt, you know. If I want to look like The Rock with those crazy shirts that he wears, man, I'll do it. You know? Why not? Hold the championship belt, goes, know your role, jabroni, shut your mouth, with The Rock will lay the smackdown on you. People are like, do we know this guy? You know what I'm saying? You better know The Rock, or The Rock will lay the smackdown on you, jabroni. What's wrong with you? It's The Rock, jabroni. The Rock's been on Hollywood, you know, he can kick Vin Diesel's candy butt all over the place. Smell what The Rock is cooking, jabroni. You know, that type of deal. But anyways, no, seriously, yeah. You know what I mean? You get the idea. You guys get the idea. You understand where I'm coming from. All right, and that's my personal opinion on it. That's what they should do next time. You know, keep it. I know Olympics come around every 4 years, something like that. I understand, but let's just say the Olympic opening ceremony for Paris Olympics. Not it, Chief. You know what I mean? I would keep it simple. You know, if you have all that money to spend, you know, keep it simple. Get everybody duck boats. Get a duck boat parade. Duck boat parades for everybody. Serenity now. You know. If it happens in New York, hey, they can quote Seinfeld while they're there. Teach them English. Make them quote some Seinfeld quotes. You know. You never know. You know. I'm sure some foreigners out there probably look at me and go, "This one's one weird kid, man. Who is this guy?" You know. You know. It's like you know, talk like Arnold. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. You go around this. You go around this. You do the flippy doos and all that. The gymnastics is really fantastic. Good job for Austria. Go. You know. And Austria do it for Gunta. You know. You know. People are gonna look at you and go, okay, he's got one too many. I don't drink. You know. I'm just weird that way. You know. And I'm looking like Jim Carrey. Hi, I got catch fire myself that bad attack. And people, what is this weirdo doing? You know? I feel like Robin Williams sometimes, man. I miss the guy though, man. I miss Robin Williams, man. He would have been he would have been the type of guy we need right now. You know. Like, you know. Oh man, you never had a friend like me. Whoa! Yeah. So yeah, the month of July is over. Still there's no release date on the Marvel vs. Capcom Fight Collection. Please, Nintendo, Capcom, come on, we need a release date. What are you waiting for? Christmas? Is that what we're going there? We're gonna wait for Christmas? It better be before Christmas, so that way we can play the games. That way we can by Thanksgiving. We want to get it, at least get it before Thanksgiving and Christmas. That way we can play against our cousins and our friends and online, you know, like, hey, I got the game. Let's go, you know? Oh, man. And it's been pretty hot. We had some pretty hot days in July, man. It's probably going to get hotter in August, but like I said, I'm hoping to go to the Portuguese Feast this weekend, but I don't know. The weather doesn't look that promising. But then again, the meteorologists get everything wrong. You know, they say it's going to be scattered thunderstorms, and then all of a sudden you wake up Saturday morning, woo, the sun's out. And it's burning, biscuit burning, baby. Probably so hot you can fry an egg on top of your car. Yes, sir. There you go. Oh, that was good. Well, yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. Anyways. Oh, man, got right out of my system, man. That was funny. So, that is it. That's all the time we have on the show. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Tonight, we're going to have AEW Dynamite. And we're going to be hearing from Mariah May. And we're going to probably hear from that meat-headed jack-off fartknocker himself, the so-called American champion. He's still the AEW International Champion, but he's the American champion. Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and see what he wants this time. He wants to go around and be a crybaby. Let him be a crybaby. So that's it. That's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1579 of Shenanigan of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Shenanigans Statements of the Statesman number 10. I'm hoping we get some answers. August, hopefully we get some answers down the road about the release date for Marvel vs. Capcom Fine Collection. Yes, I'm going to mention it. Anthony Hardy, I'm going to mention it until they come up with a date. I'll see you later. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.